Hey everybody, Mike Miller with the Herald Times, coming to you from Lincoln, Nebraska. Wrapping up this, I guess it's been a week and a half or so of really whirlwind travel between both of the furthermost Big Ten outposts. You have the East Coast, the New York, New Jersey area with the Pinstripe Bowl and Rutgers, and wrapping up this tour, if you will, here in Lincoln, the site of a 79-69 Indiana win. Seventh straight victory for the Hoosiers, who really put on display today all of their many faces: the good, the bad, the ugly, and really the beautiful too. There was a lot to really digest in this one. I'm not sure that Nebraska's really a very good team. They can make you work for things. They can really ugly a game up and make you really work for it, and they certainly have some scoring with Andrew White and Siobhan Shields, but actually Indiana did a pretty good job on those guys, so they never let them settle in. And came back from a 39-36 halftime deficit with a pretty convincing second half to earn this victory and set the stage for Tuesday's return home to Assembly Hall against Wisconsin. So where to start with this one? I know, Thomas Bryant. Rutgers was probably his worst game of his very young career. I think 6 overall minutes, just riddled with fouls throughout the entire game. Never really got his feet under him, just couldn't establish himself in that game whatsoever. So to respond and come back out here with 19 points, I think that's one shy of tying his career high, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks, one shy of tying his career high in that department too. Very, very encouraging bounce back, step back performance for Thomas Bryant. His teammates did a really outstanding job of making that concerted and consistent effort of feeding him the ball. I mean, they just got him the ball often. I think he was 4 for 4 to start the game. And then again, I think he scored 7 of Indiana's first 9 points to start the second half. So really to start both halves, the plan was to get it to Bryant. They did a really good job of doing that. It was an especially smart way and fulfilling way to kind of get this game going for Indiana against a very, it's an undersized Nebraska team. And when those opportunities presented themselves to get Bryant the ball, that was one they pounced on and kind of rode for much of the game. He did sit a little bit in the first half and kind of disappeared for a little bit there, but they trailing by 3 points there to open that second period. They went right back to Bryant and got him the ball and found success. He was 8 for 10 from the field, 3 for 5 from the line. So really an encouraging bounce back performance from Thomas Bryant. Sky was not falling after that Rutgers game. From Bryant to Farrell, Yogi Ferrell really helped Indiana close this one out with a big second half. He had 24 points tonight. I believe 15 came in the second half, 8 of which came during I think it was a 15-4 Indiana run midway through the second half that created some pretty important separation, got Indiana up about 12 points around the 8-9 minute mark, and that was separation Indiana really was able to ride out over those final 8 or so minutes. Nebraska cut it, I think, as close as 5 points late in the period, but that separation was already established. So it was to kind of diagnose it. I mean, Tom Crean said this was a game that he's not sure this team really comes back and wins. Maybe a month ago, maybe even a week ago. It was a kind of win where, Nebraska's not great. I'm not sure that Nebraska does anything too special this season, but just to kind of do it and prove it to themselves that they could kind of show some resolve, really, I think is the biggest thing. Show some resolve, some patience, to not panic, to not let things really roll in a bad direction against a team you should be beating. I think that was a valuable takeaway. I mean, you can say whatever you want about Nebraska, but the fact that there was some resolve to not only come back, but to continue with what worked, with getting Thomas Bryant the ball, moving the ball, not allowing them to get stagnant. I just recognized it as resolve in a lot of different facets, and I think that was certainly an encouraging thing for Indiana. Still don't know that this team has really established its true identity yet, but I think in at least some respects this could be a step in that direction, so you can take it for what that is. No James Blackman yet again. He did make the trip. He accompanied the team. He was on the court during warm-ups. He wasn't dressed. He was wearing a sweatsuit, just kind of off to the side a little bit. Had a really bulky. It might have been a brace. It honestly kind of looked like it might have been ice just taped to his knee. But a lot of bulk under that right pant leg, and no clarification after the game from Tom Crean. Still not sure exactly the severity or honestly even the nature. Asked Tom Crean after the game, if it was a sprain, tear, whatever. And he wasn't willing to really get into it. It sounds like that they're going to continue whatever this evaluation means. It sounds like kind of maybe second opinions here and there. We'll see what that truly means over the coming days. Tom Crean said we should maybe know more in the next couple days. So maybe when we regroup Monday or Tuesday, previewing or reviewing Wisconsin, might have a little bit more in terms of James Blackman. Defensively today, there were still some very big causes for concern, but as previously mentioned, Siobhan Shields and I'm sorry, I got a text. Lost my train of thought. Siobhan Shields and Andrew White. Andrew White is the fifth leading scorer in the Big Ten. He got his points today, 16 points, but he was 5 for 10 from the field. Siobhan Shields was a little worse. He was 3 for 13. So Indiana did a nice job of keying on those guys and preventing them from really keying a Nebraska upset of any degree. So from here, back home, Wisconsin awaits. And once again, this is the kind of start that Indiana absolutely needed. The road ahead is very favorable, at least for the next 3 or so weeks. You never know with that trip to Madison at the end of January, and then you have Iowa, Michigan State in back-to-back games in, I think, the second, maybe first week of February. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. But at least the next 3 weeks, it continues to be a pretty manageable path for Indiana. You'll have Northwestern thrown in there at one point late in the month, but getting off to this 2-0 start on the road is huge. They followed through, and I think if they can just find any sort of way to build off today, especially the way they kind of cleaned themselves up in the second half after turnovers, mistakes, for all those things that kind of held them back in the first half, they cleaned them up in the second. And if this team can just show any signs of building on prosperity, that could be very, very important and big in terms of the big picture trajectory of where this team goes over the next few weeks. So we'll see. We'll get back to Bloomington. I just want to get a haircut. I can't wait to get back and see my barber, get a haircut. Until then, we will catch up Monday or Tuesday. Wisconsin's coming to town. Indiana will honor the 1976 team before or during the game. They'll be there. It'll be a big night at Assembly Hall. We'll have you covered from all angles. Until then, guys, thanks.